Want a recipe for success? Step 1, visit ocdfamilypodcast.com/courses. Step 2, click on my link to browse OCD Training School's amazing course catalog. Step 3, enroll. And step 4, enjoy learning. With no added cost to you, you can support the OCD family community while grabbing some continuing education or learning how to bridge yourself to self-help strategies for OCD. Again, that's ocdfamilypodcast.com/courses and use my special link to sign up today. Hi, fam. I hope you're doing well, and I missed you last week. Is it just me? I felt like January was like, I don't know, 8 years long. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in our lives. I know there's a lot going on in my life. And then this week, I'm participating in a training for metacognitive therapy through OCD Training School. So my brain is filling up with all the things, and it's been a really enriching journey. But as long as I'm taking a minute to grow my knowledge, I also want to pour back into you some fresh resources for loved ones and chosen family of OCD warriors. And I even have a few little bonus OCRD, that's OC related disorder resources as well. So stay tuned because this episode's going to be short, sweet, and to the point on resources for you, fam. I'm Nicole Morris, licensed marriage and family therapist and mental health correspondent. And let me be the first to say, welcome to the family. The OCD family, that is. I am here to create a community of support for family members, spouses, partners, parents, adult children, as there may be adult words, and chosen family of OCD sufferers and their community. I've had over 22 years of experience in the mental health field, but please note that this information does not qualify or substitute as a diagnostic evaluation, therapy, or treatment, and it is presented on an as-is basis. Please follow up with a qualified mental health provider in your area regarding concerns for yourself or loved ones. Thank you for joining us today. Now, let's get started. All right. So I know firsthand how vital support systems are in life's journeys, let alone within our mental health journeys. And whether you're a parent, a partner, a sibling, or a friend of someone battling with OCD or an OCRD, your role is powerful. But we are all human, and our batteries get depleted too. So I've gathered some valuable resources to help you navigate this space with more understanding, more confidence, more empowerment, and more connection to people that are like, boo, I get you. So I hope you find the resources that I'm going to cover today to be helpful, and then we will be back into our full interview sessions starting next week with return guest Mike Hetty, who will be here to talk all about shame. And I think you're going to really benefit from hearing his take on shame, how it functions, and what we can do about it. Also, looking ahead, I am thrilled and excited. I was able to hang out with Michael Tuig, who is a fierce force in research, particularly for acceptance and commitment therapy. So there's some exciting episodes coming up, but for now, we're going to stay focused on the resources. I'm going to get through this metacognitive training. And most of all, I hope you hear of something that's going to be helpful and enriching to you. So as always, I'm going to link all this information over on this episode's blog at ocdfamilypodcast.com because I know how we listen to podcasts. We might be driving or exercising or cleaning or sleeping. I know how it goes. So jump on over to the blog if you hear anything of interest and you want to check out more. So first, we're going to be talking about some support groups for loved ones of OCD sufferers. Yay! And first on that list, I have a newer group for parents, spouses, and loved ones. It's a virtual group that meets via Zoom, 7 p.m. Eastern. So depending on where you are in the world, that may or may not work for you, but it's through Bull City Anxiety and OCD Treatment Center. So the group is held on the fourth Wednesday of each month. Again, it's via Zoom, and it really provides a safe space to share experiences, gain insights. It's not the same as therapy, but it is an awesome place to garner support. So if you have a loved one, a spouse, a parent, an adult child, a roomie, a partner, check out Bull City Anxiety and OCD Treatment Center. I'm going to have the link to their website and the group listed over on this episode's blog at ocdfamilypodcast.com, and it's an open group. I will also mention to that end the Family and Loved Ones OCD support group that is co-ran by Chris Tronson and Liz Tronson. They have been on the show to talk about that, and they are constantly bringing in different guest speakers But again, it is virtual. It's every second Saturday of the month, this time 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. So check your schedule, see if that works for you. But again, that information is going to be listed on the blog. And then last but not least, I just want to mention Josh Spitalnick and the anxiety specialist of Atlanta. He's been on the show before with Dr. Michelle Whitkin. And they have talked about their support group that they run for romantic partners of folks with OCD. But anxiety specialists of Atlanta actually have a number of different support groups. In fact, I'm just going to name a few of them that I see here. So there are adult OCD support groups, BFRB groups, Healthy Anxiety Support Network, a misophonia support group, parents and caregivers of OCD support group, the romantic partner and spouse OCD group, which actually have 2 different meeting times. So that one is on there twice. Again, it's a support group, which is different than a treatment group. So there's different rules, there's different objectives during that time. But again, we're here at the podcast, you're likely listening because you're like, yeah, support, resources, that would help. This is hard. So check out Anxiety Specialists of Atlanta. You can go under their services tab and find all the support groups they have available. It's such a phenomenal resource. All right. Next, kind of adjacent to the virtual support group realm, I want to tell you about this phenomenal resource that my podcast sister of another mister, Christina Orlova of the OCD Whisper and colleague, are running. It's a free, peer-led support group for loved ones who are learning ICBT and wanted a place to be able to find each other and share with each other. So if your loved one is doing inference-based cognitive behavioral therapy or ICBT, and you're learning along with them, but maybe not actively involved in treatment, or even if you are, you want to know, how can I best support my loved one? This is a community that is building and growing on Facebook, co-facilitated by the Christinas. And I'm going to say the Christinas because other Christina, if you're listening, I just feel like I'm going to screw up this other Christina's name. But the group's actually led by a couple of Christinas, both with unique skill sets, and they are fabulous. But as long as I'm talking about Christina Orlova of the OCD Whisper, which is a phenomenal show, particularly if you enjoy watching your podcasts, you should definitely check out the OCD Whisperer over on YouTube. But you can also listen, and you can listen wherever you enjoy your podcasts. But Christina recently published a guided OCD journal, which is more than just a place to write. It's a toolkit that is crafted to help you build resilience, awareness, and a path to healing. So it includes guided exercises, tracking tools, structured planning, and it can support you in achieving real and meaningful progress in managing your OCDs. So it's available on Amazon. It's called My Journal and Planner OCD. It is from Christina Orlova, LMFT, who is the host and fellow colleague and presenter, and all in all, fabulous human being, but also a former guest from the show. I've been on her show, she's been on my show, and we're even dreaming up another collab, y'all. So you definitely want to check out my girl's new journal. This is a really, really helpful tool. And I think so many people get stuck, particularly when it comes to managing homework outside of session. I think this OCD journal is going to be the perfect tool for you. Now, I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about OCD training schools. So, as much of the fam knows, I am an affiliate with OCD Training School, and I'm so excited to collab with them because OCD Training School provides a lot of really great live and on-demand trainings. So, OCD Training School has 365-day access for on-demand courses where you can gain psychoeducation, access to practical tools, so many really cool features, and something I really like about OCD Training School is they are always adding new courses and new content areas. Some of their current upcoming courses include the impact of perimenopause and menopause on mental health, justice-based ERP, and then there are ongoing inference-based CBT trainings. There are trainings for OCD with co-occurring conditions and bundles, but also maybe you're like, I'm just trying to figure out my OCD fundamentals. I want to learn more about diagnosis. I want to learn more about exposure-based treatment. I want to learn more about treating certain subtypes like perinatal or contamination OCD. OCD Training School has got you. So if you go to ocdfamilypodcast.com/courses, you can learn about any of these courses as well as self-help, y'all. So if you're going, well, I'm not a clinician, I'm just a parent, I'm just a partner, I'm just a person with lived experience. No worries. There's something for everyone. So make sure you check that out. And if you want to take a course from OCD Training School, again, they're fabulous. I just ask, please consider using my link in doing so, because when you do at no extra cost, it does support this OCD family community. Okay, last but not least, I have a request. Y'all, I have a request. If you are getting value out of this content, would you take a moment, even now? You can do it while you're listening. You can pause it if you want, but I know most of us can walk and chew gum at the same time. Again, this is how we listen to podcasts. But if you haven't hit subscribe or followed OCD Family Podcast wherever you enjoy your podcasts or YouTube, please take a moment, no time like the present, and hit that button. It's free, it's easy, and it ensures that not only will you never miss an episode, but that more folks can find the OCD family community. And it's always interesting because as I get analytic reports and I get data on the back end, whether it's from across our podcast distribution channels or YouTube, the vast majority of listeners don't follow the show. So it's interesting whether I'm looking at watch hours on YouTube or I'm looking at the demographics across Spotify, Apple, you name it. You're there, you're listening, and I so appreciate it. But the algorithm does love subscriber counts as well. So if you'd be willing to take a hot minute here, or not even a minute, 10 seconds to follow the show, like, subscribe, comment on a video, or even on Spotify, you can comment now. Please do. I would love to see your engagement because it can help take us to the next level in reaching more people so that they can know that they're not alone. And we know, fam, right? We know we're better together. And then next week, you'll be set up for success with Mike Huddy, which, if any of y'all are new to Mike Huddy, I hear continual feedback that he has a very soothing voice, and you won't have to worry about missing that episode because you'll get notified right away the moment it drops. So thanks again, everybody. And I hope these resources are helpful. If you find something that you're like, gosh, this is great, let me know. Would love to hear your feedback. And I look forward to coming back and sharing any nuggets of expanded knowledge regarding metacognitive therapy, what it can do for our OCD warriors. My brain is very full. It's very saturated with knowledge right now, but I am excited because we've talked about this before, family. But the more options we have, the more advancements we make in treating OCD, the more hope we have for our families, for our warriors. So thanks again for joining me today. Know that you're not alone. If you're in a tough spot and you're like, gosh, this has been the longest year of my life and it's only February 7th, I feel ya. And if you're like, you know what, the year's going pretty well for me, I love that for you. And seriously, embrace that. Embrace that. We have to find these anchor points that help carry us through difficult times. But you know what? Just know that you're not alone. All right, family. So good to be back with you, albeit briefly today. And I will see you again next week for our chat on shame. Thank you for joining me and our OCD family community. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please like and subscribe to the OCD Family Podcast wherever you enjoy your podcasts. Did you find this content helpful? Please consider leaving a review. The more people that know they're not alone, the better. For more information regarding today's podcast, please visit OCDFamilyPodcast.com and remember to join the email list while you're there. It will provide you with the most up-to-date information, resources, and the down low on the family chatter. Oh yeah, nothing says family like having a little chat about where our resources are at. That's right, I went there. And you can too at OCDFamilyPodcast.com. Therapists, are your clients struggling with disgust-based contamination OCD? Have you tried upgrading your ERP with the Mastery approach? Visit OCDFamilyPodcast.com/courses and click on my link because I've got just the training for you. At OCDFamilyPodcast.com/courses, you can check out OCD Training School's entire catalog of courses, including Rich Gallagher's course, Treating Contamination OCD. Where else can you build mastery over disgust-based triggers while supporting the fam at no extra cost to you? It's a win-win at OCDFamilyPodcast.com/courses.